What do you think is the most dangerous thing about Lopez and the way he strikes?
I guess it's because he's unconventional. He just throws, you know.
Are you surprised that there are so many people out there sort of picking Lopez to do it? Is that a surprise to you at all?
Nah, not at all. It's just you're always as good as your last fight, you know. And he didn't go too good in his last fight, so obviously he's going to be the underdog, you know.
Alexander Volkanovski's coach Joe Lopez reveals his insights on the upcoming matchup, with Diego Lopes revealing Lopez's most dangerous traits. On the other end, Alexander Volkanovski talked about his upcoming fight with Diego Lopes for the vacant belt. He mentioned that while he initially wanted a rematch with Ilya, facing Lopez is still a great opportunity. Volkanovski acknowledged that Lopez is a dangerous and exciting fighter with a real chance of winning, especially with his punching power and submission skills. However, Volkanovski is confident in his grappling and believes he has faced tougher challenges in the past. He knows Lopez will try to show him something new, but Volkanovski is ready for whatever comes his way.
Fun matchup as well. So it's a fight where, even though it's not Ilya, you know, a rematch with Ilya would have been, that's what I wanted mostly, right? I wanted to fight Ilya for the belt, get the rematch. Next best thing is for the vacant belt against Diego. At least he's a dangerous fighter, exciting fighter. People are going to want to tune in because there's a bit of hype around him. Stylistically, I think it's a great matchup for me. Obviously, he's dangerous. He's definitely going to have a puncher's chance. He's got that submission threat. I've proved many times that I'm gonna be all right in when it comes to grappling. But I'm sure he's thinking different. He's going to think he's going to show me something that I haven't seen, and I'm okay with that.
Furthermore, Alexander Volkanovski shared his excitement for the fight, saying it's a great opportunity to prove himself against a new generation of fighters like Diego Lopes. He mentioned that unlike facing an older veteran, beating someone from the new school would be a big achievement for his comeback. Volkanovski acknowledged that coming off 2 knockout losses and being 37 in September, many people might doubt him, but he's okay with that. He understands why people may think he can't do it, but he's determined to prove them wrong.
Yeah, it's another opportunity where he is looked at as, you've got your Ilia Topuria, you've got your Diego Lopez. He's still that new generation, right? The new school coming in. So I still get to prove that this guy's on an absolute tear at the moment. I still get to prove that I can still beat these guys. So it isn't some other guy that's been in the game for so long that I'm going to go and beat for the title. I get to still go out there and beat a new school fighter, which would be very, very interesting and very big for my comeback. So this is a massive comeback. You know what I mean? Coming off 2 KO losses, massive break. I'll be 37 in September. So a lot of people are going to be like, there's no way Alex can do this.
Yep.
Great. And they have every right to think that. They have every right to think that. And I'm okay with that.
Alexander lastly expressed that he's okay with people doubting him and understands their opinions won't change until he proves himself in the ring. He sees this as part of his story and believes that becoming a 2-time champion at his age and making a big comeback will be something special. Volkanovski emphasized the importance of documenting this journey, as the comeback will be huge, and he's excited to show everyone what he's capable of achieving.
So it just adds to my story. It adds to my story. Mika being 2-time champion at this age, the comeback. Put it so, we're documenting everything because this is shit people want to see. This stuff needs to be documented because the comeback's going to be real and massive, and I can't wait.
Moreover, Corey Sandhagen shared his thoughts on the upcoming fight, predicting that Volkanovski has the edge, but acknowledging that Lopez poses a serious threat. He emphasized that for Volkanovski to win, he would need to rely on his wrestling skills. While Volkanovski is a powerful striker, Sandhagen highlighted Lopez's striking ability as a major factor, making the stand-up game a potentially tough challenge.
Damn, these are some good fights coming up. Let's go with probably Volk will win that one, but I definitely think Lopez has a really good chance. I think Volk wants to wrestle Lopez if he wants to win because, not that Volk's a bad striker or anything, but I think that Lopez is a very good, dangerous striker.
However, Alexander's coach Joe Lopez highlighted how difficult it is to control Volkanovski on the ground, noting his exceptional scrambling ability. He explained that even if an opponent takes Volkanovski's back, it's risky as he's quick to escape such positions. Lopez mentioned that after the Max Holloway fight, they focused on improving areas where Volkanovski previously struggled, making him much harder to control in future matchups.
I can't sort of answer that, but it would be Yeah, well, it's not so much. Alex is just very good at scrambling. It's very hard to hold down. If you see him in his fights, if he gets taken down, he's up within a second or two. It's very rare that anybody can just hang on to him and hold him there. It's pretty hard. And since the market share fight, we've worked on those little things that he did struggle with, and now, like, if we had that same fight again, there was no way he was going to hold Alex there for that long, because we've broken things down and we fixed it, and now Alex is like, he's very, very hard to control.
Joe further discussed Diego Lopez's most dangerous trait, explaining that Lopez is unpredictable and throws powerful, uncalculated strikes. He noted that when Lopez forces his opponents onto the back foot, he becomes aggressive and relentless, making it hard to defend against his speed and power. Lopez acknowledged that this unorthodox approach has allowed Lopez to catch many skilled fighters off guard, making him a serious threat in the fight.
I guess it's because he's unconventional. He just throws, and he's not calculated, but he's powerful. And if he gets you on that back foot, he's going to come forward hard and fast, and if you get caught, you get caught, and he's caught a lot of good guys with it, so you can't take that away from him.
Joe lastly said that he wasn't surprised by the number of people picking Diego Lopez as the underdog in the upcoming fight. He explained that in boxing, a fighter's reputation is often shaped by their last performance. And since Lopez didn't perform well in his previous fight, many view him as the underdog. Despite this, Joe mentioned that they have always thrived in the underdog position, and that the doubt surrounding them only motivates Alex more, making him even more determined to win.
Are you surprised that there are so many people out there sort of picking Lopez to do it? Is that a surprise to you at all?
Nah, not at all. It's just, you're always as good as your last fight, and he didn't go too good in his last fight, so obviously he's going to be the underdog, People are going to write him off, but look, we've always liked that. Being the underdog and, people doubting us right from the beginning, and if anything, that just spurs Alex on more and makes him more determined to win.
Moreover, Chase Hooper commented on the challenge of predicting how Volkanovski will handle the fight, particularly after his knockout losses to Islam and Tukugov. He noted that Volkanovski's decision to take a break seems to be a smart move. While Hooper recognized that Lopez remains somewhat unpredictable, he admitted that, despite hoping for a Lopez victory, he believes Volkanovski will prove too strong and will likely secure the win.
That's another hard one too. It's like we don't know what Volkan is looking like after the Islam knockout and the Topuria knockout. But it seems like he's doing the right thing, taking some time off. Lopes is just such an unknown, and I want to see Lopes get the win, but I think it's going to be hard against Volk. I think Volk's going to do it.
Cody Brundage expressed confidence in Diego Lopez's chances, citing his momentum and versatile skill set. He emphasized Lopez's size at 145 pounds, his striking ability, and his grappling, which could counteract Volkanovski's wrestling. While acknowledging Volkanovski's toughness and strength, Brundage noted that fighters over 35 often face challenges in winning belts at 145 pounds or lower, which could impact Volkanovski in this fight. In the end, Brundage believes Lopez has the necessary tools to secure the victory.
Again, I think this is a case, youth versus vet, and Diego's riding a huge wave of momentum. I think Diego will get it done. He's a big dude at 145. He hits hard. He can grapple very well, kind of eliminate the threat of the wrestling from Volk, because he has such an active guard that I feel like he'll be able to get back to his feet if he does get taken down. Volk's a beast. You can never count him out, but he is getting older. There's a reason that I forget the stat, but it's like some crazy stat that if you're over 35, you have never won a belt at 145 or something like that, or lower, or 175 or lower. So I think there's a reason for that.
Jamahal Hill praised Diego Lopez for being incredibly dynamic with the ability to defeat top-level fighters. He acknowledged how difficult it is to bet against Lopez, given his skill set and potential. However, Hill leaned toward Volkanovski, emphasizing his adaptability and problem-solving ability in the octagon. He highlighted Volkanovski's impressive track record, particularly his ability to overcome challenges and pose difficult puzzles for opponents. While Lopez's dynamic nature is undeniable, Hill believes Volkanovski's experience at the highest level would ultimately give him the advantage in this matchup.
Lopez dynamic. He is super, super dynamic. He has the ability to go out and get a win over just about anybody. So it's hard to count against that. But Volk, I probably been a little bit closer more towards Volk, just because we've seen the ability. It's just the ability. Certain things that I've seen will be a problem for anybody. And if you haven't really been on point and fought against guys that are at that level, you know what I mean? Like that overall, Diego is showing that he's complete 100% dynamic. He's capable of a lot of great things. But the adjustments that Volk has been able to make, and then the puzzles that he's been able to present throughout his career, I believe, we're kind of going towards that.
So what are your thoughts on this? Share your thoughts in the comment section and make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video.